welcome to my channel, Rue's Review, and today we are going to talk about what does Prohibition have to do with Robert Mondavi wines. So I learned some really interesting facts about what happened with Prohibition and the wine industry, which I will share with you in a little bit. But first of all, today I am going to be trying and opening the Robert Mondavi Private Selection Buttery Chardonnay. This is California 2019. Robert Mondavi's Buttery Chardonnay is named for its rich, creamy flavors imparted by the district winemaking style. Our coastal California vineyard delivers lush notes of ripe apple and white peach, balanced with bright, mouth-watering acidity. Fermentation then enhances the wine's body and complexity. Aging on the French and American oak adds the finishing touches of brown spice and vanilla aromas and notes of toasty brioche to complement the buttery profile. Can't wait to try this. And I love Robert Mondavi's wines. I think he makes a really good, affordable wine. One of my favorites is just a $5.99 bottle. I also love the Robert Mondavi's rum barrel Chardonnay. That's so good. And they also have a bourbon barrel, which is to die for as well. We are having quite the storms here in Florida this week. It's been just all week, thunder, lightning, raining, and you get used to it in Florida, but my chicken littles do not get used to it. They are here around me, and so if you see them in the camera, I apologize. This is Patches. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this bottle open. Again, this is a Chardonnay. It's the Buttery Chardonnay. And of course it has that beautiful light golden color. It does smell very oak with vanilla. Chardonnay. Definitely a bolder flavor, but it's very creamy, very smooth. And crisp. I would definitely say this is more of a dinner Chardonnay. Like I know last Wine Wednesday I had a wine, and to me it was more of a lighter lunch type Chardonnay, where this would definitely be dinner. Or maybe after dinner, nightcap type thing. So this is a really good, delicious wine. So good. At my local store where I buy most of my wines, this is about $9.99. This was not one of the BOGOs, but it is really good. It's delicious. Great wine to pick up if you're going to someone's housewarming and just want to get them something with a nice flavor, creamy, rich, smooth taste. So I think a lot of us know about Prohibition, and it lasted from 1920 to 1933. It banned the transportation, manufacturing, or selling of alcohol. That means beer, wine, whiskeys, vodkas, all that. And we also know about the bootleggers that ran whiskey and all kinds of alcohol from state to state. I believe that's how NASCAR got started, was because of bootlegging. Okay, so in the 1920s when Prohibition hit, California, especially Napa Valley, got hit really hard. And so some vineyards, they weren't sure how long it was going to last. They just tore their fields up and planted something new. They figured if Prohibition ended, they could just restart. The problem is that it could take up to 10 years to get that grape back to where it was when they tore their fields up. So a lot of wine owners, a lot of wine vineyards did not want to do that, and so they came up with a wine brick. And what it was is you'd store this thing in a cool place, and after 21 days, it turned to wine. But how did consumers know to do this? They were very clever. They told them right on the label, right there they said, do not put this in a gallon of water. Do not store this in a cool cupboard for 21 days, or it will turn into alcohol. It will turn into wine. And some of them were even more genius and flavored it, and like they had a Riesling, a Burgundy flavor grape juice that would turn into wine after 21 days. So they put this label on, this how-to label, but it also covered them. So if somebody did get caught with this alcohol from this wine brick, they could say, well, we told them not to. We told them if they did this, it would turn to wine, and it kind of took liability off them. So it was just ingenious all around. And that brings me to Robert Mondavi. So the result of these wine bricks, of course, they were extremely popular. I wonder how they tasted. I don't know if I want to know, but they can't taste as good as this, I can tell you that. At least I don't think. But these wine bricks became hugely popular. So the result of the wine bricks was that many vineyards became very rich, including, there's one I really like, Beringer, it's a famous vineyard, and they're in California, Napa Valley area, became extremely rich. And I'm gonna just read a little fact here. By the 1924s, the price per ton was a shocking $375. That's 3,847% increase in price from the pre-prohibition price tag of only $9.50. So yeah, it's kind of like the gold rush, I guess, almost. That is incredible, and that's how popular these things were. And this is the first I've ever heard of them. I'm just so shocked. One of the people that rushed to California to get their hands on some of these vineyards and these grapes and to create these wine bricks was Cesar Mondavi. He was a grocer from Minnesota, and he moved his whole family to California because he saw all the potential that was there for winemaking and for these wine bricks. And because of Prohibition, the dynasty of Robert Mondavi was born. So to think, if there wasn't Prohibition, we might not have this delicious Robert Mondavi wine. So it's pretty cool that the way that Napa Valley and California wineries were able to survive during a time that many companies were not able to. I just thought that was a really cool fact, and I will have more of them next week. I just want to say, if you haven't already, I would love you to hit that like, subscribe button. I do have other things on my channel, including unboxings of beauty products, clothing, and more. I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for viewing my channel. That is my Wine Wednesday. I really enjoyed learning about Prohibition and the wine bricks, And I couldn't believe when I read about Robert Mondavi actually seeing this potential and moving from Minnesota to California and creating this dynasty out of that era. I was totally shocked, and especially because that was the bottle I was going to open tonight. So, anyhow, I really hope you enjoyed. I really appreciate you being here. So guys, until next time.